Well, I've been saying that we were going to get some relief from all this heat. Well, if we can't get it in shower activity, maybe we'll get it in a little less of the heat. Hi there, Matt Smith, and as you see over the Dan River right now, things are pretty calm. In fact, the humidity is down today. We're in about the 30 to 35% relative humidity range, which means it's going to be real comfortable. If you like to go to drive-ins like this, you can sit outside and enjoy the weather right much. Well, folks down in the Caribbean are not enjoying things right now, as it is the peak of the tropical storm season. We've got a couple of them here. Tropical depression number 8 is forming right now. It's about 800 miles to the east of the Lesser Antilles out here in the eastern Caribbean, and it is getting wound up. Forecasters are sending out the hurricane hunters to look at this one. As you see on the projection, it is projected to grow in strength over the next 72 hours, may be coming the next hurricane out there. Of course, something a little more concerning to people in the U.S. is this one, Tropical Depression number 9. Number 9 formed last night about 100 miles south of Galveston, Texas. And as you see, this storm is pretty well developed on here. Now, when we look at the radar map, look at this. See how that's just kind of wound together here? That's the sign of a pretty powerful storm, even though it is just a depression with the wind speeds only about 35 miles an hour right now. Projections are for this to come ashore about Beaumont, Texas, Lake Charles, Louisiana, that area, and probably spread some rain over areas that really have gotten more than their share of rain as we have been looking at things lately. Weather radar over the star viewing area, you see a lot of moisture hanging up around the foothills and around the areas north of Danville. That's really just moisture in the clouds. Nothing much to worry about there as far as precipitation. Don't you wish some of it would come out? Well, I certainly do. As we look at that weather map, you see a frontal system has come through the Carolinas and Virginia. There's a secondary frontal system back here, but folks, it's dying out, which means the air's not going to be moving out, which means we're going to be pretty much in the same pattern we've been, albeit maybe a little bit less humidity. Well, if we check the forecast now, forecast for tonight calling for a beautiful night ahead of us. And yes, it is going to turn a bit cooler. We're looking for those stars to be out in abundance. And the temperature tonight about 58 degrees. Tomorrow, a sunny day, but a day less humid, as we're looking for a temperature tomorrow only to be about 84. And, you know, after what we've seen the past few weeks, saying only 84 seems like it's a blessing in disguise. Now, if we look at that extended forecast, you're going to see here over the next few days temperatures are going to be dropping. Look at that 77 by Sunday. Nighttime temperatures are going to be mainly in the 50s all the way through middle of next week. Of course, anytime you need the weather, starweather.info is your source for the weather on the internet. The latest forecast from the National Weather Service, as well as temperatures when you need them, and always those weather cams around the area. www.starweather.info. Well, stick around. We've got more on the weather coming up as Star News continues.